Hi, Miss D. How are you? I know you're not doing so well. So, can, if you don't mind, can you talk about it and can I get your permission to share this conversation?
Yes.
You said yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I know that you just broke up with your partner for 10 years, right?
8.5 years.
8.5 years, okay. So, if you don't mind, you had mentioned that this is not his first time leaving and just packing up while you're not at home. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, it seemed like it's a repeated pattern that he does, and how often does he normally do this?
Every couple of years.
Every couple of years. Okay, and you continue to take him back, or
Yeah.
so do you want to elaborate on why he continued to do this, or do you have any ideas why he continued to do it?
I don't know, but I wish I did.
Okay.
I just feel like my heart is broke because I try to do everything. I try to do everything I can to be the best woman that I can be, and I try to help him be the best man that he can be, but I guess he doesn't know how to appreciate it, and he doesn't understand, like, and I keep telling him, like, the world is fixing to become really, it's going to be a really hard, times are fixing to get really hard for a lot of people, and
Yes.
with the way the government is and everything, and there are times that you want to really stick together, and you really want somebody on your team, because it's hard to be out there by yourself, and we've been on the streets together, we've been homeless together, we've been on top of the world together, and it's like, it doesn't matter, it's almost like he gets tired of me or something, like he has to get away from me for a little while so he can go, and I don't know what he does whenever he's not around me, but he's got me blocked right now. Like, I came home at 2 o'clock, and everything was fine, and I was telling him about my job and about, all the good things that have happened, and then, when I left, I told him I left him, and he gave me a kiss goodbye, and then I come home at 9 o'clock, and then all this stuff is gone, and it's just, I just don't understand why he's got to do this while I'm at work, and, I'm about to get a promotion, and everything is good, and I mean, I understand that, there's a few things that, like, we don't have a vehicle right now, but that ain't never been nothing, that ain't never been nothing before, and I guess it's just that we're two different people, I don't know, but
And
it just
you,
feels like it just threw me away, like I'm not good enough, but I just have to really dig in and know my self-worth and really cling to God, because the devil will creep in, and he will get in my mind, and he will start to put, depression, in the front of my mind, and he'll start to just cloud my view with just a bunch of stuff that's not important, and so that's all I've been trying to do, really, is just, I get up every morning, and I read, and I pray, and I walk around the park, and I pray for everybody, all the trailers, and I just, when I go to my job, I walk around the building, and I pray for my job, and I guess I'm just clinging so close to God that, good and evil can't stay in the same place for very long, and I get that, but it's like, why couldn't he just come with me? Why couldn't he pray with me, and, just...
so you do realize that you are different, like you said, you're two different individuals, and first of all, he continues to repeat the same thing, do the same thing every couple of years, and you have continued to take him back every time.
Yeah.
So what is going to be different from this time from the last couple of years ago?
I don't even know.
So let me probably rephrase this. If he walks through that door would you take him back?
Honestly, I don't think that he would walk through the door. I think that every time that he's came back was because in a way, I begged him back, or I, convinced him to come back because it's the best place for him, because there's not going to be anybody out there that really cares like I do, and then he, it's out of convenience, but if he has someplace else to go, or if he's got somebody's couch he could crash on, then he's going to go there. And I really do think it might be because he's doing other things that he knows that I don't approve of, and he knows that it'll cause problems between us, because I will speak up and I will get on him, like, and I mean, I understand that if, I feel like he's, doing this or doing that, and it's something that I don't approve of, or that I don't allow in my house, I'll stand up for that, and I don't let him do just whatever he wants to do. So I think it's, if he which I don't think that he would walk through the door, but if he did,
so
I would like to be able to stand strong and say, look, you're not going to do me like this again, but I don't know, it's hard to be by yourself, and I'm not even really worried about being by myself, it's just.
So do you feel like that you really need him, or you feel like that you're not capable of being by yourself, or you feel like you're not strong enough of being by yourself?
Well, I am strong enough, and I can be by myself, but I've always told him that I don't necessarily need him. I want him, but I want him. I don't necessarily need him, but over the years he would just show a little bit of different, like he would show a noticeable difference, just enough to really keep me hanging on, because overall, he wasn't good boyfriend material. He is a master manipulator, and he does turn things around on me, and he doesn't support me,
So if you know all these things, that he's not a good supporter, he's a bastard, he's a manipulator, and you just mentioned these things, and you know this, so my question to you is, since you know this, why do you keep accepting him back?
I guess because it's hard for me to give up on people, and I just felt like, there's a turning point coming, because I feel like, if you just stick with something, then, but I also know that sometimes God does for me the things I can't do for myself, so if I'm not, and obedience is better than sacrifice, and a long time ago God told me that my season with him was over, but I didn't want it to be over. And so I kept holding on to something that I guess God wanted me to close that door, and so I knew this was coming sooner or later, but it's just hard because, I don't know.
So, if God,
I'm sorry.
okay.
Calling me.